All right, guys, what is up? Good morning.
I'm just getting the light courthouse right now.
Just so everybody knows, this is in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania does not allow cameras in the courtroom. So the big thing I wanted to see is good morning, Luigi Mangione come in the courthouse, where they start making some movement here. Hold on one second. All right. So this is live from Pennsylvania right now. But you can't have cameras in the courtroom in Pennsylvania. It was like that for the Sheldon Jeter Jr. case. Let's see what's going on. Are they allowing cameras in that courtroom? There's no way.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing?
Oh my God, look at that line. I'm telling you guys, going to court is like the new concert. Like it's like you camp out for these seats. Okay. You camp out for these seats, you guys. Look at all the media presence. Again, good morning, everybody. Come on in. This is the first time we're seeing law and crime have like somebody using, I don't know what they're using, making me damn dizzy.
What is the thing? Deny?
Luigi, what does that say?
Deny. Defend, oppose.
I don't even know what that says.
Take one more. You want to take one more? Okay.
What?
I'll just hear
I mean, what is this?
So
Crypto coin?
far, I say it's giving out around, I say $25,000. It's kind of hard finding people that understand our movement and know what it's about. But we're really just trying to pay back the victims of the coin.
Oh. Look at that line. The Delphi line was pretty similar to that. It just got nowhere near as much publicity. Should have gotten more. What are they doing? Are we rolling? Oh, we're rolling all right. We're from Rochester, baby. Cheers.
Yeah.
Give it up for Rochester. Give it up for Chester. Rochester, New York. I don't know. I guess it's Luigi Bitcoin something or other. My friend got scammed out of 80 grand. I was like, why would you ever? I'll take my shit to the stock market before I do that. One of the lovely subscribers here. Musical. I know someone who knows a lot about 3D printing. and they outright stated someone is lying concerning ballistics matching a 3D print, and said the media doesn't know what they're talking about. Interesting. Well, that's from one of our subscribers. I don't know what's going on here, but I've been told that Luigi has a haircut. He's got a little haircut going on.
Another one.
Good morning, everybody. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on your way in. Thumbs up. Make yourself known. What's up, Sherry D? Good to see your lovely screen name. So do you think these are all Luigi's fans? Or do you think these are like just, what are we looking at there? What do we got? We got Mrs. Kohlberger in attendance right there. Good morning. Is he just not want to put people's faces? Like, what is he doing? Deny, delay, depose. Like, what's this guy doing? The ground looks great. Let's see. Note to self. Learn from this man's ridiculousness. Jeez. Support hero. Oh my God. Who bravely gunned down what? Systematic murderer Brian Thompson. Interesting. This is going to be like, talk about political, talk about, holy crap, guys. This is going to be one of the, I mean, this is even going to come down to, this is going to be your opinions on like, because there are people out there that look at like the healthcare as people that are running our healthcare system, and that how are you not a murderer? So a murderer takes on another murderer. I don't know. That's how people, no joke, are looking at it. Other people are like, okay, you can't go and, whip out a gun and just blast somebody. That's not how it works, which is not how it works. Remember, his charges were up, so it's first degree because they're labeling this a terrorist. Basically, this is terrorist. So Luigi is now first degree murder. Okay, this person's going back to their tripod. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. Let's see. I'm curious what time they're going to be arriving. It's 8:41, so I think these idiots missed it if they're trying to get somebody coming in, no? I would have been out there starting my stream at 8. I would think that Mangione would have been in there at 8 o'clock for a 9 o'clock hearing. And we got some people there in masks.
Yep. Indiana.
They're from Indiana. Where the where the hell were you guys for the Delphi case? I didn't see any of these people. Something. I don't even know.
My name is Ethan.
Ethan, Luigi. Oh my God, they're dressed as
And my
Luigi.
last name is Merrill.
Oh fucking shit.
And I'm your husband.
I'm her husband. Yep, that's all you're good for. I'm her husband. Oh my God. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it stops. Yeah.
We had to leave yesterday.
What is she wearing?
Trial was being moved until just very recently.
Whoa. Man, I will die if Princess Toad comes flying through. Isn't that what her name is? Maybe it's not. No. Is that what it is?
So just had to get out of here.
Princess Toad? I don't know. Oh my God, I just spit up my coffee. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Did you already have that?
Oh, Princess Peach?
No, we
Here's-
bought them immediately.
Oh.
Yeah, they were the last two from the GameStop. So.
Princess Peach. Oh my
We
gosh.
made the posters in one night. Yeah,
Yep, they look like it.
including like Switch parody case. Like,
Oh my God, you guys, what fools. I'm sorry, but God, at least we're going to be tailgating for the truth. I don't even know what they're tailgating for.
I love the caption on that. It's funny.
Oh, he's fired from Law and Crime for saying that.
You felt compelled to come out here today?
well, the reason is because like obviously we don't condone murder, but like we feel that privatized healthcare is systemic violence, and we feel that Luigi had no other viable alternative. Peaceful protesting has not worked. Petitioning government officials has not worked.
Over 60% of Americans, by statistic that I've heard, want universal health care.
When your
the
life
government is not listening.
When your life is ruined and you end up with a bunch of pins in your back because insurance did not improve the procedure that you needed for back pain, and your life is ruined, what other viable alternative is there? That's why we're here today.
Kudos to you guys. I love the sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I played that song because when Taylor says it must have taken you all night to make them signs, you know? So that's why I played that song. Oh my God, I love it. Love it.
I hope so. Yeah, and like, what other alternative is there? Like, yeah.
Down. Those signs must have taken you all night. Tay, go Tay. Go Tay, Tay. Welcome to the transparency. Good morning. Come on in. Making that sign must have taken all night.
That's why we're here today.
That's why we're here. Yeah. What he said.
Kudos to you guys. I love the sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're passing out Bibles down there.
Yep.
Oh. Well, they must have taken all night. Oh boy. Ah.
Right, absolutely. I hope so.
Good morning, guys. We're tailgating for the
What other
truth.
alternative is there? Like, yeah.
We are tailgating for the truth. Good morning. What is up, H-Bag? Shake it, shake it. Are you a Swiftie fan? I'm a Travis Kelce fan. I support whoever Travis bangs. I got no issues with Taylor. I've never had issues with Taylor. I think that sometimes people get too political. I don't really like that like political push, but I support Travis Kelce. Jason and Travis Kelce are from my hometown. They also went to the same college I went to, and we bleed nothing but Cleveland and Bearcats. And Jason's wife, UC. In case you guys don't know, Travis Kelce plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, stud, tight end, literally tight end. And they've won now. I think they're working on their three-peat. Was it 3 in a row? Are they going for 4? Or is it that they're going for their 3rd? So 2 rock stars. I want them to have a baby. I think that'd be a pretty good mix of a baby. Shout out to the Kelce family. The parents are awesome. Donna, great, love her. They give so much back to the Cleveland Heights High School. So shout out to them for that. New Heights podcast. Check it out. I am not in Pennsylvania. OH, baby. IO. Again, good morning, everybody. In Pennsylvania, just for you guys joining us, in Pennsylvania, they do not allow cameras in the courtroom. I think it's absolutely bullshit. This is the same thing that happened with Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s case. So we were in the courtroom, and yeah. I'm going to show you guys the TMZ clip, but I want to see the crazies come down here. They're tailgating, dressing up. Thank you, Amy. Amy says, first again, and Taylor is a badass, and her Travie is fine. Cheers there. Mary P. Contact your state officials and request cameras in all courtrooms. So, all right, what else is good? Let's go take a look. TMZ, what do you got? Wow. And if you guys missed it last night, give it up for the Moors. They took a nice victory to the face yesterday. Woo, thank God. Woo-wee. So all I know is if that court hearing would have been like in DC that day, yesterday, DC, they party, they go out afterwards, and it's a big old, it's like, how we all hang out for like sporting events. DC is all about like they're watching cases and they're during the middle of the day, just, woo. So let's see. We're going to switch over and go to, let's see. We're going to go over here.
Don't ask this. They see me and they're like, hey, Steve. And then they turn around and walk away. So I'm not fucking listening.
Please. The hearing is in Pennsylvania. %, they should be. Let's see what else we got here. That's not the one I wanted, actually. Okay, let's go with this camera angle. Let's try this camera angle. Okay.
Well, if they're really interested, it's nice, but
Again, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Ring my bell. Literally. Those of you just joining us, this is live from Pennsylvania. Preliminary hearing for Luigi Mangione, the alleged shooter. Cheers, Rex. What is good? I'm trying to go back through the comments here. Morning, Carson. Carson Hockey's mom. Okay, you found that camera. Yeah, fixin'. I love when you say fixin', girl. Mario, it's me, Luigi. YouTube is going to ask me if I have Taylor's permission to play that song. I'm going to say no. You can clip it out. This is public property. You know if that's a government building, it's how is that not public? Get your ass on the sidewalk. That's public too. We need to have a government class. Did you guys have government class in high school? Did anybody go to government class? I swear I don't think people took government class. Government class is a necessity. We had to take it in Ohio. We took it 9th grade and 12th grade. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Did you guys take government class?
No.
Like, if there was a class that I would ever want to teach, it'd either be gym or government. Let's do gym class.
Hello?
You guys didn't have it? Yeah. You guys, social studies. Yeah, I always ask Jax what he's learning in social studies. Right now, they're like doing geography stuff, like learning where everything is, you know? I never understood that either. How does nobody know? Like, how do you not look at a map and not know every state? You live in the United States, you look at the map and you don't know every state. It's just like, what's being taught today? Really kind of crazy. I feel like we're trying to teach other things, other parts of the country. I'm like, we need to stick with learning about the United States of America first, and then we can get to all the other countries. But if my kid doesn't know every state and where it's located on a map, but he can tell me all the countries in South America, I'm gonna be pissed. Just saying. I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Oh. I had geography and social studies. They need to bring back home economics. These kids need to learn how to cook, clean, domesticate themselves. They need to have some domestication.
My grandparents, they did not go, but they went to school there. Like they were in the same grade.
We live. Welcome to the transparency. Ohio has good schools, or at least did when I went to them. Ohio has, yeah. We're trying to keep it that way. Yeah, I agree. I like that one right there. Sunset rising. I don't understand why people aren't protesting. Against, the healthcare industry while, being outraged that, whoever did this, I'm outraged at. I don't think that was the answer. But yeah. I agree. I believe in peaceful protest. I believe in the power of the voice. I believe in the power of action. I believe that you want to see a change, like do something,
Yeah, just go with science news. That's about it.
Just like if you want to see your body change, body move in. So if you want to see a change,
Down there.
you got to make that change, baby. Like a little bit of Michael Jackson for you.
So everybody's on the same page. We get an idea of
Change. You know what the definition of insanity is, right? Doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. Crazy people out there. Yeah. Hello, Lana chat. Hello. Come on in. I don't think that any state, there should be cameras in every courtroom. Once the public asks for it, okay, the way that this technology is that we have today, how aren't we just live streaming every court proceeding? And then you can just go and get it from a channel, like a court channel of that, YouTube. There is no reason that any court hearing should not be public. Oh, look at that! Look at that man. That's Luigi's cellmate. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. You guys, the only thing that it hurts, I'll give you this. I agree with this. The only thing that's going to hurt these people and make them change is leave them insuring you. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be lazy and shop around. And, when I start seeing, like, my insurance start going up with, like, my car, I'm like, what the hell? Like, bitch don't get no accidents. Bitch don't get no speeding tickets. Why the fuck am I not being insured at the most, like, minimum amount of money? So then I get on their asses. How about we just all stop rolling with any insurance and we just go to the ER, rack up them bills. What would happen if everybody just collectively dropped insurance? The only thing that people change is when their pockets move. Michelle says, I have United Healthcare. I think we need to pay attention to what they were trying to do, or what they are still trying to do. United is trying to buy everybody, try to create a monopoly, guys. You understand that, right? United is buying everybody and trying to create a monopoly. Exactly. See, someone knows what they're talking about. ER cannot deny help. Exactly.
Well, hey, hopefully you see the other pack now. He's been teaming you.
Lisa says, what would happen if every single working person changed their paycheck info to not take taxes out?
Because honestly, he doesn't care.
I think we should just do it with the healthcare, the enrollment period. Nobody enroll.
All right, sounds good.
Listen, nobody enroll in the enrollment period next in 2025. I bet you shit would change. Okay. And then buy up all the stock once they're dumping stock like crazy. Buy it up at, But what these guys did was all these dudes need to go to prison. All these dudes that are running these healthcare companies, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's absolute craziness.
Definitely my shot up.
Dumping $100 million in stock after you find out the DOJ is investigating you, but you don't tell anybody else.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that'll get a motherfucker killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it didn't affect Luigi's pockets. He had nothing to do with United. I'm surprised you're streaming this. Why? Just want to chat with you guys.
All right. Appreciate it, Chet. Thank you. Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm streaming this so that we can cover the case. Good morning, Cassie. Come on in. Make yourself known. Hit the thumbs up. Share it. Woo! It's 9 o'clock somewhere, guys. Now, if you guys are just joining us, we want to show you something funny. Just joining. Let's take a look at what people did earlier. I am here for your entertainment, trust me. I mean, when I see like a ridiculous comment, I have to comment on it if I catch it in time. I cannot believe that you're streaming this. Why? I cannot believe that you would come into it and comment if you can't believe that I'm streaming it. That's what I can't believe. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, let's take a look. I want to show you guys that are just joining us in case you missed it. Here are my friends. Okay, ready? They dressed up as Luigi. There you go. I can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Wow. Ready? Here we go. Well, I knew Tom Dickey wouldn't be around long. I was just embracing it. I mean, this kid has family, has tons of money. You got to roll with a heavy hitter.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. What, they didn't taking pictures? Okay, here we go.
L-Y-N. Yep. Adami, A-D-A-M-I.
A-D-A-M-I.
Yep.
Where are you from?
Indiana.
Indiana. I am pissed. I am pissed that they didn't show up for the Richard Allen case and dress up like Judge Gall. Okay, they're from Indiana. I was really expecting this, to show up for the trial in Indiana. I was just there for Delphi. Speaking of Rich, tomorrow is Richard Allen's sentencing.
PA or Indiana State?
State.
Yeah, part of Indiana.
South Bend?
They're from South Bend.
My name
You
is
guys,
Ethan.
HAS.
That's correct. And then my last
you guys, that is where Notre Dame is. So they live in South Bend, Indiana. That is where the famed Rudy Notre Dame is. Okay, so they decided to get in their car after they made these signs all night, like Taylor Swift says, and dress up. And I don't know where they got the green tape, but I mean, they went all out. Green everything.
RRILL.
They're just doxing themselves.
Same area.
Full on dox.
Yeah.
Yep.
No problem. How long was that drive?
About 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours? Fuck that.
We had to leave yesterday because we didn't know that the trial was being moved until just very recently. So we just had to get out of here. You want fruit then?
Oh, there we go. Making them signs. Must have taken all night.
Did you already have the hats or?
No, we went and bought them immediately. We had those two at the GameStop. So.
Oh, wow.
They went to GameStop. Give a shout out. Oh my God, they're plugging GameStop. You guys, GameStop just got a plug. It always is those GameStop people that are gamers. You got to watch out for them. They're always like those silent, let's just go shoot up a school. Let's just go do fucking whack shit. I swear. It's all those freaking people on the techie people, the techie board people. I'm just kidding. If you don't know my humor, welcome.
We made the posters in one night.
Must have taken all night.
Switch parody case. Like.
Why aren't they asking where the green tape came from? Come on, man. That is green, like electric tape. I love it.
I love the caption on it. It's funny.
Really, I don't know a lack of health. Wait, can you move over then?
Can you say why you felt compelled to come out here today?
Well,
Compelled.
the reason is because obviously we don't condone murder, but we feel that privatized healthcare is systemic violence, and we feel that Luigi had no other viable alternative. Peaceful protesting has not worked. Petitioning government officials has not worked.
So let's just kill.
60% of Americans, by statistic that I've heard, want universal health care.
When your life
government is not listening.
When your life is ruined and you end up with a bunch of pins in your back because insurance did not improve the procedure that you needed for back pain, and your life is ruined, what other?
Wait, so he's talking about Luigi here. He's basically saying that he had back pain and had screws or pins in his back. Has that even been technically confirmed?
That's why we're here today.
We're here because of back pain. Oh my God, he just got super pissed.
You guys, I love the sign. Thank you.
Oh my God, look at that. Wait, hold on.
Over 60% of Americans, by statistic that I've heard, want universal health care.
When your life
government is not listening.
When your life is ruined and you end up with a bunch of pins in your back because insurance did not improve the procedure that you needed for back pain, and your life is ruined, what other viable alternative is there? That's why we're here today.
What other viable? I mean, does he realize what he just said? What other viable option is there? Well, definitely not murder. Okay, that is definitely not a viable answer. So, but they look at it that, hey, let these murderers take themselves out, basically. These two, their opinion is that people that are running the healthcare system are basically systematic murderers. And honestly, if you really want to get technical with that, I could see that, okay? I could see somebody thinking that, right? But the answer to somebody being a murderer isn't to go murder them, right? Those people only care about money. So what do you take? When you want to get at people, you take the one thing that they love the most. You take it from them. Take their fucking money. Go get their money. take their fucking Benjamins.
Kudos to you guys. I love the sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get these people. This is white collar crime. Okay. Get these. The DOJ was trying to do this. The DOJ was trying to. Hey, we're like these. This is criminal, in my opinion. What those people are doing, not these people, but take them out.
Okay. Yep.
So you saw our sign?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
Okay, because I think that the tennis.
Oh God. Oh God.
Right. Absolutely.
What is up, Amy baby? Shake it. Amy.
Yeah. And like, what other alternative is there? Like,
What alternative is there?
yeah.
I think prison.
You go for a walk later. I'm on the other end and you'll see what I have. I went in the sheets.
We need whistleblowers. You could take out millionaires with whistleblowers. Why is there Amish people looking there? Why are there black people there? Why are there white people there? That's a really weird question. Oh, that's funny. Why? Why would that matter? Amish people can't go out? I don't know. I think that's just a weird question. Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's watch this. Annie Potts, you're live on the air with Truth and Transparency. How can I help you?
Oh, well, good morning, darling.
Good. We're watching Luigi Mangione. We're watching his courthouse, not his court appearance, but his courthouse.
Oh, shit, you're live?
Yeah, I'm live. I put you on speakerphone. What do you feel about the?
You're awesome. You're awesome, Lana.
What do you feel about that? I got one question for you. Miss Potts.
For you, darling.
I got one question for you, Miss Potts. Are you the person that does like all my research and like you dig on people for me?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, right? Because you don't do nothing yourself. No, it's just always someone doing it for you. Yeah. Yeah.
And then what do you think about the Moors' big victory yesterday?
I love the Moors, and I'm so happy for them. And I really hope that they just stay strong and kick ass in January.
And then last but not least, have you seen the outfits that people are wearing outside the courtroom here in Pennsylvania?
Jesus, no, I'm driving.
Oh my God, they're dressed up like they're dressed as Luigi. Like the kid. It's what do you call it? It's Halloween.
Which Luigi are they dressed like though? Which Luigi? The Luigi from Starbucks or the Luigi?
No, they're dressed like the freaking Mario Kart Luigi.
Oh my God, stop it. Like actual Luigi.
Yeah, and one of them has a gas mask on. I'm like, and guess what? They're from Indiana. And I'm like, where were their asses for the Delphi case? Because I would have been hanging out with these two. I'd have been like, y'all want a beer? Or what do you want? Like, can I buy you a shot?
Right?
Oh my God. These two right here. They think that Luigi took out a systematic murderer and that he had no other choice. What else should he have done? But yeah, but you need to see these two. They went out to GameStop. They got themselves their hats. They got their, they are, the one broad's wearing a gas mask.
That's wild.
It's husband and wife too.
When I get home, I'll check it out, but that's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, they're husband and wife too. So I think there's going to be some procreating tonight. I feel like they're on one. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
I mean, I hope so. I hope that dressing up like this, getting on national television, you deserve some.
What's this hearing for today? Extradition or what?
It's a preliminary hearing. It's for everything that happened in Pennsylvania.
Right, but they haven't. Oh, okay, just for PA. So New York hasn't done nothing yet with them.
Yeah, no. It'll be interesting what happens.
You think that he's going to get bail?
I hope he gets bail. I think that
I think
they
should give him bail.
I think that they should give him bail for like what happened in Pennsylvania, absolutely, because that's the law.
It's definitely a bailable offense, especially if the cops are planting fucking money on him.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely what happened in Pennsylvania is a bailable offense, and then so you better get. I don't understand. Where's this governor's warrant? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why can't they get this governor's warrant? What's going on here? There's got to be a hiccup.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's something up. I mean, if somebody planted the cash in his bag to prevent him from getting any kind of bail because it would look like he's a flight risk.
This is a different hearing. This is a different hearing. You can't merge the two. So this is the Pennsylvania hearing, so it has nothing to do with terrorist attack. This you want to extradite him. You want him. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking. No, I was talking to somebody on live.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, isn't Pennsylvania? So when they picked him up, they're the ones alleging he had this cash on him, right? And that's why they didn't want to give him bail because he'd be a flight risk with this foreign currency and this passport.
Yeah.
And he's saying, that wasn't my fucking money. I wasn't gonna flee. Like he wasn't. It's not his.
I mean, no one's hanging out at McDonald's and fleeing.
I believe him when he says they planted the money. I believe him when he says that. I think it was done to ensure he wouldn't get bail.
Yeah. I mean, you know how I feel about all that.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to say someone's a flight risk when you pick them up and they got thousands of dollars in foreign currency and a fucking passport, right? It's a lot easier to say this person.
And a bunch of fake IDs. I mean, how stupid to use the fake ID that you would have used if he's got a bunch of different ones. Why the hell would he use Mark Rosario for that one? That makes no sense. I mean, you can't sit here and tell me that he's a smart kid and did all that, and then, when the cops come to talk to him in Pennsylvania with, Twiddledee and Twiddledum walking up to me, I'm not going to be shitting my pants. I'm not going to be pissing down my leg. I'm going to be like, what can I help you with? No, I'm not taking off my mask. Why would I take off my mask? Why are you coming up to me?
ID.
I'm not taking off my mask. Fuck out of my face.
He used to purchase
Let me see your badge. I think that you're a fake cop. Like, who do you think? Well, right. You can't come up to me while I'm in McDonald's eating and telling me to remove my badge or remove my mask. Like,
I'm just more, I can't wait for them to be like, okay, so I want to see the proof that he was in Atlanta and that he purchased a bus ticket from Atlanta to New York 10 days prior to this murder. This should be very easy to prove if he is the person because they claim that this shooter came from Atlanta on a bus and purchased a fake bus ticket or a bus ticket with a fake ID.
I got a fake ID though. Oh, well, you know what I'm interested in? I'm interested in to know who mayor of New York City is coming out saying, hey, we know the guy's name, but we're not going to give it out. And then we find, like, what name did you have? What name did you have? Because you didn't have Luigi's name. So what name did it and trust me, that's going to come out if this goes to trial. What name they had is going to come out. And why they thought that was the person. Or he's going to have to come out and say, we just lied to America. Man, I'm sick and tired of you having press conferences and lying to us. Just don't say anything. But fuck you, man. Don't be lying to my fellow Americans. This is bullshit. Just keep your fucking mouth shut.
I'm glad that you told me that I'm on speaker and on a live because if I was about to say something when you answered the phone, and I'm glad I did it.
Well, I'm glad I just told you that, hey, you're live with Truth and Transparency this morning. Well, I'm sure you're going to, I don't know, drive around town. Be careful driving.
Yeah, I'm running errands.
Yeah, be careful driving, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Okay, bye. There you go. Well, when Annie gets a little riled up, I'll gas her up a little bit there. Luigi's fingerprints are on various items. You You guys, let me tell you something about these fingerprints. Let me tell you something about fingerprints. We begged for people to do stuff about getting fingerprints, okay? If you tell me that you think that there's fingerprints on a wrapper that he opened from Starbucks and discarded, that there was a wrapper that had fingerprints on it. If you think that they would go the route of fingerprinting that over the route of trying to get DNA off of that, because usually when people eat a candy bar like that, they'll put it up to their mouth and they're going to take bites out of it and bites out of it and bites out of it until at the end of the wrapper, there's no more product. There's no more candy bar. There's no more bar. Okay. So if I was a detective on this case and you're going to be consulting with people in the lab to say, okay, how should we do this? Should we test for prints here? Because you're only going to have one go at this. And you're either going to go the route of going to get prints or trying to get skin cells to get DNA, or saliva, because the way that you'd be biting. And I would say, yeah, no way they did both. That's not how that works. So what are you going to do? What are you going to choose? Think about it. I would say, well, let me see the camera footage. Do we have him? Can we see that he's eating it? Well, he's holding the bar and he's eating it out of the plastic wrapper. Okay. Because after you swab, I just would recommend I'm going to tell you this. I'll give you a great, go to a day in court when the lab expert talks about how they extracted all the material to attempt to get either fingerprints or DNA. Go listen to a lab expert do testimony. That's why. So you're going to have to pick between going for the fingerprint route or trying to swab for DNA to be able to get something. And once you're swabbing all over that candy bar, you would be doing what? What would you do? What would happen? I'd want to swab all over that candy bar. If I could see that he was eating it out of his mouth to the wrapper, I would be swabbing that to try to get DNA. Fingerprints, after you swab it, yeah, you're trying to get saliva. Absolutely. After you swab it to get your DNA, your saliva to try to get a sample, how are you going to get fingerprints after you smudge it all up and swabbing it all over? You're ruining anything that would be prints. And you can't do prints first because then you're contaminating and ruining your possible samples to be. So, yeah, they're probably going to have to make a decision. That's what I've noticed that everybody's been doing with these labs. So, and so I think it's interesting that they would go the fingerprint route versus trying to get saliva off of somebody eating out of a candy bar wrapper. You're going to smear the prints, baby. Yeah. They have awesome books, you guys. I recommend them. So, but I don't believe that they got, and then off of cell phones. It's the hardest thing to get, from what I've been told, to get DNA off of cell phones, because your cell phone and fingerprints and stuff like that, it's all smudged and it's multiple, like your cell phone's being laid in different areas. So it's like when, let's say that you go to the movies and you put it on you go to a restaurant and you put it on the table, okay? And you're then putting it in a pocket. Then you give it to a friend to show them, oh my God, look at these pictures that I just took. And then they're swiping. And then your phone, it's like money in a way. Money's the worst thing for prints, and it's the worst. So when you start talking about what they're saying they got all this shit off of, I just want to hear about it, because then what I want to hear about is how this minimal, I think your best option would be to go to that hostel and go to his room. But then think about this. It's these mixtures. These people cannot separate these mixtures. That's what I've learned. These mixtures, when you have 4 and 5 mixtures of DNA, and then you want people to separate that. And I would just think that New York City in a hostel with people coming and going, and then he switched rooms halfway in between. It's just wild. It's just wild. So thank you for the gifted memberships. Woohoo! Cheers. Moonvale, look at you. 3 gifted memberships ever turned green. That's why. Cheers. If what they were able to do in this case is true, then I don't know how we have an unsolved homicide. Let me just put that out there. If what they said that they did in this case, just like the Brian Kohlberger case, in my opinion, what they did in both of those 2 cases, there should never be an unsolved murder. A homicide. Also, he had a laptop with him. I can't wait to see what's on that laptop. Maybe Luigi didn't expect to even, get out of the city. Day 5 to get caught in Pennsylvania to McDonald's. You guys, come on. Come on. It's all interesting. I agree. I think that everybody should feel for the families. Always, like, they lost their dad. Hell yeah. Anybody that doesn't feel that is crazy. Then you don't have kids. Or, you didn't have parents. Can you imagine losing your parent that way? So sad. Lana, do you think he has or had backpacks hidden around the country with different supplies? I think that this kid had resources to do something like that. But what are the odds that in Central Park, whenever this backpack would have been put there, that a homeless person doesn't get that backpack before the police? Okay. That must have been hidden and then how did the police find if it was like, I'm talking about the backpack that he would have switched out. Did he leave it in a locker? You don't want to be on all those cameras. I don't know. I believe that right there. Luigi didn't work alone, 100%. Whoever did this, that they did not work alone. The number one question everybody should ask themselves is how did Luigi know, or whoever did this, that Brian Thompson was staying at the hotel that he was staying at? That's the number one question. Period. Like 100. Yeah, exactly. I would have never put my stuff in a locker. And then be touching all that stuff? Absolutely not. I think it's so interesting that the person that shot Brian Thompson didn't wear gloves. Why wouldn't you? Especially for the mere fact that it was cold outside. Maybe he couldn't wear gloves because of the type of gun, but I would think that he could go get himself some isotoners or whatever. Smells like an inside job, says O'Connor. Why Brian Thompson, not another CEO. 100. Brian Thompson knew that there was all this heat around him. All this heat around him. Yeah. Maybe there was a female working with him, and the female was supposed to seduce Brian Thompson and then go back to his hotel room. And that's how we're going to find out what hotel he's staying at. That, to me, if you want me to be how I would have done this, that would have been one of the things that would have been on there. But that person would have also then been on camera. You know, the girl going back up to his room, or just get his hotel and if you're having drinks with him at the bar, but how do you run into him at the bar? How do you even know where he's landing? But you don't want people to be seen on camera. Hey, what's up? I still believe Thompson set this up himself, and I'm sticking to it. You know what? That's still on the table for me. That's definitely still on the table. You know, I could tell you this, what happened ensured his family getting all of his money and assets versus them getting in any type of trouble and he losing everything but I know that you'd had to get Brian Thompson's hotel. And you can stand out. Okay, I'll get out there at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you have to go back to what those two guys that were saying, two black dudes that were out there talking about that this person had been out there all night. Well, that's a huge check mark in the column for Luigi if you're taking this to trial. If they're going to try to say that this guy just arrived walking around over here doing whatever at, you know, whoever did this was there for hours, then all the sightings that they have at the Starbucks, at the train station, all that shit goes out the window. Like, who is that? And remember, this would have been before any of those images would have ever came out interviewing those two dudes. And then you got the lady that stepped outside of the SUV just chilling. I think she was smoking. And she just witnesses the shooting. So, executive assistant knows where he is at, dates, times, and everything. Yep. So you can go the route of getting schmoozy with that person. So do people that he works with, you know. But how do you like nonchalantly be like, oh, hey, so where are you staying at? You know, or if you just know where he stays, how often does he go to New York? Maybe he's in New York a bunch. Okay. So if he'd been tracking Brian Thompson, let's say for a whole year or like since November, when did the mom say he was been missing? Since July? Or this just required intel. This was planned. This was a hit, my personal opinion. When I say a hit, like, it wasn't like you woke up one day and you're just like, I'm going to go out and I heard that they were in town. I'm just going to go out there and start shooting up people that are coming outside that are wearing business suits. So, executive assistant is usually the gatekeeper for someone like BT. Yeah, normally when you got a lot of hot water around you and you're doing a lot of scandalous shit, you have to you need to be able to trust your inner circle. So he was staying at the luxury that was owned by Marriott across the street. So when you ask yourself that, I would want to just run all the tape back wherever Brian Thompson went, and work your way backwards to the time that he got off of a plane. And if you don't see Luigi in any of those clips, then there's a problem. There is a problem, in my opinion. Wouldn't you think there'd be a problem? Nope, he had the information beforehand. Okay, so at least you just said it right there. He had the information beforehand. How did he get it? Remember, the media has said that he stalked Brian Thompson. So, planned, yes. And what is the real motive? A lone perpetrator with, I don't believe, you guys, the motive isn't the motive. Just like in Brian Drake's case, the motive, 30 patients. Fuck out of here. Get out of here. Whenever you have to cover up the motive, there's usually a lot of other shit around it, right? Because we can't let the real reason this person was shot and killed can't get out, because there's a lot of other things that we were doing. Like if a CI was to get shot and killed, well, we can't let them, nobody can know they were a CI. So we have to, well, why did somebody, it was just a random act. So if Luigi did this, it's likely insanity, in my opinion. I think this take a lot of planning. How do insane people do a lot of this crazy planning? How do people that are on like a verge of like a breakdown and like they're just, I don't know. You guys think this was an organized crime, disorganized? It looks like it's all organized up until when? The McDonald's stop. DMC lady died 20. Who's turning green? All you green aliens. Insanity is misunderstood. He could have been mad scientist, insane, and planned it all out. Got you. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, big ears. Woohoo. I'm telling you, all those investors that lost a shit ton of money when Brian Thompson and those two other CEO, Andrew and Steven and Brian, and they're dumping stocks, okay, because they know about the DOJ. And when it came out that, oh my God, you rat bastards, $100 million because you knew about something, but you didn't tell any of us. All right. Well, you're giving yourself millions of reasons to take somebody like that out. So it'll all come out. I like when people get good attorneys, or at least attorneys that are going to fight for your right. Like, nobody should ever be backed into a corner. Nobody should ever be forced to, talk. Like, let the evidence speak for itself. At this day and age, good police work. Hire better people if they're not able to do the job. But if you think about it, the public solved this case. The public solved this case. The public. There was no policing that solved this case other than getting out a picture, right? But then you have to ask yourself, did that picture even look like that kid? So then you have to ask yourself, was it an inside job to even to get him? Very weird. It's a very weird case. McDonald's, of all places, on a laptop with everything on you. That's wild. Musical says, this case is far from solved, in my opinion. I think there's just a lot of questions that we all have that they're maybe they have the answers to. And there's no gag, so I'm surprised that New York ain't letting it rip. Let it rip. Instead, you got Ashley Banfield going to the prisons, hooting and hollering at the inmates. If I would have done something like that, I would have been reported. I would have been swatted if I did something like that, just so you guys know the difference. If I was out there doing that, people would have got me swatted. I didn't see anybody on News Nation getting swatted, though. All those who are probably in the hole still. 7 days. Get your ass down there. I still don't know how they were able to hear any of those people. It's freezing. They just have all their windows in prison open. Last time I checked, that's not how it works, but hey. I'm going to have to do a drive-by. All right, you guys are awesome. Let's take another. We're going to give a shout out to, again, I don't know what Long Crime's even doing having this footage up, but the best part right here.
Sure. Yeah.
Married couple from South Bend, Indiana.
Ashton. A-S-H-L-Y-N. Yep.
Ashlyn.
Adami. A-D-A-M-I.
The Adamis.
Yep. Indiana.
Indiana, PA.
The real MVPs.
Yeah, part of Indiana.
South Bend.
Sure. My name is Ethan.
Ethan.
That's correct.
Ethan and
then my last name is
Ashlyn.
Merrill, M-E-R-R-I-L-L. And I'm her husband. So.
I'm her husband.
Same place.
Yep.
Yep.
Time Magazine.
Yeah, it stops. You know.
We had to leave yesterday because we didn't know that the trial was being.
All right, guys, you guys rock. Again, give it up for Ashlyn and what was his name? I forget it, but the Adamis. The Adamis are they're gonna just somebody better put them on a magazine cover. Ethan, there he is. Ethan and Ashlyn, thank you. Couple goals, thank you, Chick Fate. Again, he's just proud as fuck, man. He's like, let me tell y'all why we're here. We are here because what else was there to do?
We made the posters in one night, you know.
Must have taken all night.
Parody case like.
I love the caption on it. It's funny.
Can you say why you felt compelled to come out here today?
Well, the reason is because like obviously we don't condone murder, but like we feel that privatized healthcare is systemic violence, and we feel that Luigi had no other viable alternative. Peaceful protesting has not worked. Petitioning government officials has not worked.
Over 60% of Americans, by statistics that I've heard, want universal health care.
When your
the
life
government is not listening.
When your life is ruined and you end up with a bunch of pins in your back because insurance did not improve the procedure that you needed for back pain, and your life is ruined, what other viable alternative is there? That's why we're here today.
Okay. What other viable?
You guys, I love the sign.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yes. There you go. There you have it. Couple goals, and they say what other viable option is there? So murder. So are they going to arrest these people for? I mean, is that what kind of speech is that? I'm just throwing that out there. Are they allowed to have their opinion on that? I think that's freedom of speech, right? But he's basically saying what other option is there viable option. And he's saying there isn't. There is no other viable option. We've done this, we've done this, we've done this. Now we're just have to fucking start clipping your guys' nuts one by one, right? We're knocking them off, taking out the CEOs. This is wild, you guys. You guys, this is absolute wild to me. To me, this is wild. You guys, they just woke up one day. Think about this. Hey, babe, do you work today? No. Do you work tomorrow? No, I have the next couple days off. All right. We're going to go down to GameStop. We're going to get some Luigi hats. We're going to make some posters, and we're going to drive. We're going to get in the white Honda Elantra, and we're just going to drive to PA, and we're going to use our art skills, and we're going to make these badass posters. And then we're going to go out there and we're going to like peaceful protest. Like what they just said is not working. What do you think? Does that sound like a plan? So you're off the next couple of days? Okay. Well, you know what? I do have to go in on Saturday, but I'll just call in. I'll call off. All right. Sounds like a plan, babe. All right, let's go to bed. No, we gotta leave now because they just changed. Like, we gotta leave now. Okay, we'll get a hotel in the middle of the way. Okay, sounds great, babe. All right, I'll go to the grocery store and get us some snacks. You start packing up the luggage. We don't really need that much. That's how that conversation goes? Is that like pillow talk? Hey, you know what? I really think that we should go to Pennsylvania. I have to work the rest of the week, but I'll just call off. And we're just going to go peaceful protest in our Luigi outfits that we're going to go get from GameStop. Who the fuck has a conversation like that? You guys know there was a conversation had about this. How did that go? Do you know if somebody would have said this to me? Think about how it would go for you. I'd been like, excuse me? The fuck are you talking about? We're going to go get Luigi fucking hats. Yeah, the GameStop. What? And we're going to do what? We're going to go down there and peaceful protest. Put up our signs and shit. What? Delphi didn't wear no fucking Luigi hat. Oh, boy. And I was working. Okay, honey. Well, I think that's fine. I mean, whatever you want to do, I'm just a yes man. It sounds great. I mean, whose idea do you think it was? Do you think it was Ethan's or do you think it was Ashlyn? Who do you think wears the pants in the relationship? I'm going to go with my money's on Ashlyn. I'm definitely going like, Alex 100 Ashlyn there. But I think it's a gas mask that does it for me.
You want to see the other side? Okay.
I think he's like, I want you to pull my hair. How did that conversation go?
Right, absolutely. I hope so.
Wow.
Yeah, and like,
see, this is the stuff I think about. What other alternative? All right, that's where my head goes. It's just like, how did that conversation go? That they were like, we're gonna go to GameStop and get Luigi hats and make these signs and be ready and prepared to tell the people of the world that there was no other viable option than murder. I would have been like, this shit better get me laid. Otherwise, we are not doing any of this shit. Can you imagine that? Like, for the rest of your lives, like, that's who you're known as. Oh, we were the Luigi people on Law and Crime. Just, wow. I want McDonald's to start giving away the little Mario Karts with Luigi in them. That'd be precious. Do you guys ever think about that type of stuff? Like, wow, I wonder how that conversation went. That these two just agreed to do just that over like breakfast, dinner, over the phone, through text. Yeah. I think that's why my interviews are usually always just different because of the questions that I would ask these people. I would ask them, like, how did you guys even agree with each other? Like, where did this idea come from? Whose idea was it? Anyways, you guys rock. Thank you guys so much. Moderators, thank you so much. On your guys' way out, hit the thumbs up. Oh, I see Miss Potts joined us here. Cheers. So much love for you all that you do. Happy holidays. Member for 12 months. Again, give it up for everybody that's bought some memberships. DMC, AK Lady Di, literally turning all of you guys green. Moon Veil. Let's Talk Amy, kisses. First again, love it. A lot of Amy's. I'm going to do a poll to see what's the number one name in my chats. So morning. Lana, what are you dressing up at BK's trial? I know, right? I think I'm going to dress up as, I'm going to have to think about it. I think I'm just gonna wear a mask and just show my bushy eyebrows and just my eyes and just mask all black. With maybe a ukulele in my hand to like symbolize like the Drake case a little bit. And I'll just play the ukulele with my all black bib and mask and just straight up, like I'll go get like mask that can like, or like, you know, some type of hair piece for my brows. So get a unibrow, you know. I don't know. I think maybe I'll get a blow up doll and make it look like Dylan. And that like she's like kind of like spotting me, pointing at me, you know, and that she's frozen. So like the blow up doll's like in a frozen shock state. And so we'll pin the doll, the blow up doll in the same spot the whole day. And I'll just keep walking past it. You know, what do you guys think? You guys like that? Chickbait says she's going as a cowboy. So there you go. We'll be back later on. Got lots more to say. You guys rock. Make sure if you guys are going to the Colbert trial that you guys sign my blow up doll. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye now.